Good
Hi.
to see you, Ankita. So, how did you manage time today to interact with me?
Yeah, it's okay. So normally I serve Europe and I end my day around 7:30. So I was fine with this.
Okay. Because there are two more people in pipeline with whom I will be
Oh,
connecting by 9:30 or 10:30. So, when Rajeshwari told me she is ready by now, I told, okay, take the opportunity because maybe I will be not free when she will be free next day or
yeah,
so.
right.
So.
Not certain about tomorrow. So that's the reason even I said, let's connect and we can. And it will be an opportunity for me also to see you, in person. Otherwise, we always interact. Yeah.
The day is come when we are seeing to each other, and that's a really great moment, a special moment.
Yeah. Actually, and I swear, if I would not have spoke to you a month before, I would have not attempt for the exam because after that first failure, like I hardly failed. So it's very difficult for me to, uh, buck up again and prepare from scratch.
Mhm.
And the 70% of passing, creates mental block.
Yes. That's correct.
But
Anyhow,
I'm very happy. In
uh,
fact, my project manager,
mhm.
I shared today with him as well, and he said that just in time because he's proposing my name for the next wave, and he said that definitely you have served so effectively for last 2 3 plannings of quality gates. So definitely that adds value. But this certificate will now show you as a professional instead of just an experienced person.
Yeah,
So
that's what everyone is crazy for PMP because once you are PMP certified, it demonstrates you are competent enough to lead or
mm,
manage any kind of project in any industries. If you are not
mm,
competent enough, of course, you will not getting PMP certified. You got PMP certified, that means you have the skills, you have a knowledge, and that's the reason you have been managed to clear PMP. So your manager well said that you have competency, and now you can go ahead and take the assignment. And wish you all the best, Sangeeta. Really, it's a good news for me as well. When I was part of your PMP success, so definitely it will be also giving me immense happiness to hear that your manager were waiting for you to get certification
yeah.
and take it this challenge. So good.
Yeah, actually, I was not much inclined. I was like, okay, okay, I'm working as PM, so uh, like it will not add any value. But he said that what if I give you official position, and if
Mhm.
you would like, I want you to pass certification by December. That was my timeline.
Wow.
So I said, fine, let me attempt right now. If not, then I will think in December or somewhere else. But fine, cross the fingers, I could
This is
get.
what not happened to everyone. Opportunity generally doesn't knock every doors. For you,
That's the reason
opportunity
I don't
was
want to
waiting
change.
for you.
Right, I must say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Samir, I'm about to post my, certificate over LinkedIn, and I wanted to tag you also. But in past also, I've tried to, tag you. I could say PMP Mastery, but not you. Are you not on LinkedIn, Samir Khan?
Samir Khan, you can find me there, but not by name. Still, you can find my page, PMP Master. So you can
Yeah,
attach
PMP.
PMP Master. However, your
Okay,
banner
so
already posted on the LinkedIn, and you can find your banner on the LinkedIn as well. You have also not tagged there because I didn't see you, but maybe with a different name. There are so many names was appearing, and your photograph was not there, or might your
no,
photograph is recent photograph is there, so I don't know. So that's why I
it's
clicked
the
that.
same photo which I've sent you is my LinkedIn DP. But okay, I didn't. Yeah, now I saw it.
I'm trying to grow the PMP Mastery page itself.
I think you have quite a number of followers because I came to know through my ex-colleague, and then he also came to know through somebody. So I think you are a famous personality.
Thank you so much.
And
You guys
I
are
must
there in the market to make me famous or to spread the PMP mastery in your community, in your network. So definitely, I'm looking forward to get
The
such
best
training from
part
all of you
about your
guys.
program, what I liked is, I had joined Pro Thoughts. Definitely, they teach concept wise perfect. There is no, but then actual, scenario based questions and all, they don't give you much of material to practice. That is where they're lacking. So I found the material which you shared, no, that helps rather than uh, teaching the concepts. It doesn't help completely.
Ankita, there is one thing behind your success or behind any success. Material, of course, will add value, but main thing is your mindset. You were lacking someone to uplift you, to handhold you, to motivate you, and you got it here. That is, I was behind you to push you, to uplift you, to handhold you. Now you can realize what was the difference in other program and here. So material, sets of questions, even thousand of questions free available on the internet. So that's not the biggest issues to collect the material. Many people I have seen they collect thousands of reading materials and questions, and now they are stuck in that. They're exposed into that. What should read, what should not? How many questions should I practice to be fully ready? No one is there to tell them to show us the right direction. That this is your end. They do not have end. They are in the ocean swimming. Okay, they are never reaching to the end. You must have
Yeah,
deadline, right?
yeah, I agree.
Ultimate inspiration is the deadline. If you do not have deadline, you'll keep preparing, keep practicing thousands of questions, keep reading thousands of material, and
Agree.
you will never
Agree.
feel you are ready for your exam. So that is what
Agree.
I am here providing to the people. Mindset,
Mhm.
changing mindset. Go ahead, do the practice. This is what you have to do, not more than that. And then you are going to pass the exam. So setting limits, giving deadline, that is most important in PMP journey.
Yeah, yeah,
Right?
definitely
So
is.
there are many more institutions in the market. Everyone is giving training, mentorship. Of course, there in the market. I'm not saying that I'm the best. There are many more best, but the what difference is that they're not hand holding the people until they pass the exam.
Agree. And they do not converse at all. Once they are through with the course, fine. That's it. If you go back to them, fine. They will approach over email or kind of, but there is no personal communication at all.
Yes, that's lacking, and that's the only motto I have. That's only I can say I have the key that is driving me, and that is what people like in the PMP master.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay. So, Samir, now what is the way forward? How do we maintain PDUs and all?
we will jump into that, but let's go little back and let us people here know about your PMP. When did you start? And I know there were many challenges you faced. But the most important thing is that challenges is always around. How did you tackle those challenges and keep it up your preparation? And today, what you started, you have closed today. So just little of let's go back and tell to the people, to the viewers, that when did you start, and in between, what happened, and then we will jump further.
Sure, sure. So my PMP journey had started in the year of 2018 or 19 when I was in GSK, and I wanted to step out of my technical career and sort of doing some sort of project management studies so that I can go ahead. And I thought of joining one institute. I learned the course. I liked it, but then I was lost because I didn't know how I would go ahead and crack the exam. So I had left in between. Then I heard suddenly, that PMI is changing the portion, and they are coming up with agile, and they want to go away with waterfall gradually. So again, I prepared my mindset to, but then I was not sure. Only Rita book will not help. That was I was sure because I
Yeah.
heard many of my colleagues, mentioning that only by reading Rita, it will not help you. And you have to, and I didn't know where to land up because there were so many things available. And finally, one of my ex-colleague came, I was discussing that I want to continue and finish it off, but I didn't know the way, and he guided me to PMP Mastery and Samir Khan. And he said that, you are the one person who is, one-stop shop for PMP certification, that you will provide the guidance as well as, clarifications if needed, and whatever basic material, whatever you need, you will get everything from one person. So rather than, juggling with two, three different person and institutes, you can just go to him and approach. So finally, I approached you, and I started working also. But then, due to my professional commitments, I could not follow completely. I appeared for the exam, but since I
Yeah.
was not fully prepared, I could not get through it, unfortunately. And then by 2021, everything was changed. So I had actually given up on PMP. But then later on, I got opportunity to work as PM, to support as a PM initially into my current project. And then I started liking that work. I did effective job. And then my project manager said that if you would like to, go further, then you will have to earn the professional certification. So again, I made my mindset and I approached you again that, how do I
I remember
now restart
the day.
journey, because I
Yes.
was lost again. And
Yes.
then you helped me out with 30-day plan. And then I started referring my books, my notes, what I had prepared for waterfall, and then for agile you shared few materials. I started working on that. And then still before day of exam also, I was not confident that whether I'll be able to crack this time or not. But then at least I thought that let me go ahead and attempt for the exam and we'll see. If
Yes.
not, then once I complete my MBA, because I was currently doing my MBA also,
Yeah.
and I was juggling with job, MBA, and this thing. So I thought, let me give one last attempt. If not, then I will think about it after 6 months.
Mhm.
But I could not believe when I submitted finally, and when that congratulations word popped up, I was freezed for 5 minutes,
Yeah,
literally.
I have seen
But
that you have written. I'm not able to digest it. That I have passed. I'm not only passed, but I have passed with all three domains above target.
yeah, and when I went outside and I got that printout, and when I saw three above target, I was like, oh, well, how come? So it was
Yeah.
really unexpected, and I'm really thankful. If I would not have come back to you maybe 2.5 months before, and I would not have spoke to you in person, I would not have dared to attempt. I would have let this attempt go in vain. So I must say thank you to you to at least morally backing me up, even like because maybe when I attempted for the exam, I know that I knew the concepts because I
Yeah.
could correlate so many questions with my actual work. And in fact, I thank my project manager also,
Yeah.
because I used to ask so many questions and he used to answer, and I could answer many questions because of that. But to reach to that examination hall, your words helped me, otherwise I would not have did.
Okay.
So thank you very much, Samir, and definitely I would like to pursue project management career further, and I would like to attempt for many exams. But
Mhm.
I'll wait for my MBA to get over before I start any new journey in my professional
Sure, sure,
studies.
sure. Thank you so much for motivating us from your journey and giving us
No.
inspiration.
You deserve it. You deserve it, because I have worked, I have worked with one of the institute. They are good. I'm not saying, but it's just like that human touch was missing. And for me,
Yes.
human touch or one-on-one conversation works better for me rather than just
Yes.
email or sending over chat or kind of.
Yeah, that's the reason, I have right now almost more than 300 people in mentorship program. And all those 300 people have taken training from other institutions. So
Hmm.
can you imagine why they are coming into the mentorship program? Because they need support. They need their
Yeah,
mindset to be changed. Okay.
yeah. Everyone is
No,
not self-driven.
yeah, there are only 10% people you can say they are taking training and going and passing the exam. 90%
Correct, correct,
people need hand holding until they pass the exam.
correct,
Because
correct.
we are having lots of challenges. PMP is not doing by pure student, school going students or college going student, right?
Right.
This is doing by the professional who is already having professional challenges, personal life, social activities. There are lots of activities they have, right? And
Mm.
in addition to that, they have their own personal goal of PMP. So this is really becoming a challenge for everyone, and that is where everyone is looking someone who can uplift, who can handle, who can keep motivating, keep pushing. That I am around you, keep moving,
Right.
and that is what
Right.
working right now. And that is why
Hmm.
we are getting almost every day 2 to 3 people getting clearing PMP exam almost every day. So that's what a great.
I must say that the chat which you post for every successful person, that also motivates person like
Yes,
me. So it was my dream to see my photo and my name in that group.
yes.
So maybe when I was not sure, but I said I will not leave this group until I clear this.
So actually, success drive to the people. So when you, and
Right.
this is also one of the reason I'm recording this conversation, because you never know this conversation will be milestone for many other people. Okay? They
Yeah,
will get
maybe.
inspiration, they will get motivation. So like you whenever you are seeing other people success story and their banner, their peak, it was driving you to keep moving. Similarly, this type of conversation also, when people come across and when they watch the video, I can say even one person is able to relate his
Yeah,
or her
definitely.
story with you, then what we need more, right?
Right.
This
Agree.
this
Agree.
conversation is worth it, right? So that is
Right.
what
Agree.
came behind this all the conversation. And of course, we do not need only book reading and questions solving. We need to change our mindset. We need motivation, and that all will help you to keep moving and achieve whatever you have started, right? Because many people start, but they never close. So most important is here. What I make sure here, that once you initiate, I have to follow you until you close what you have initiated. So that's also I want to make sure. So whoever is coming into mentorship program, they should not leave mentorship program until they get PMP certification.
Yeah. And you should not get disheartened even if you fail once or twice. It's okay. Like, there are
Yeah.
many people I've seen on Facebook, group. I've joined many Facebook groups also, for PMP preparation. And there
Yeah.
are many people who have failed for 3 times. Still, they are, sticking on the goal that yes, they want to achieve this. So just be patient. Everyone cannot, get success in first or second attempt. So
Yeah.
I was mentally prepared. Even if I fail today, I will
Mhm.
go for third attempt, maybe after 6 months or so. But I will, get this certification. That was I
Yeah.
was firm.
So your willpower was strong. That no matter
Yeah.
how many times I will I will
Yes.
keep
Yes.
trying
Definitely.
until I succeed in PMP. And that's really good. I can say mindset, good habit. So this kind of habit we should have. We should be stubborn. Stubborn
Hmm.
means when for good thing, right? And doing
Right.
this PMP
Right.
certification, of course, is a good thing. This is what is going to add value in your career, right? And this is what taking you from current state to the future state. So, of course, we have to update our skills, our knowledge to be updated and to be on top wherever we are, right? So that's really important. So we should be stubborn like you. That no matter how many times I will fail, I will keep trying
Yeah.
until I succeed. So
Yeah. I was. I
that's
was
one of the
sure.
biggest learning in this conversation for the people who will be watching this video.
Thanks. Thanks.
Yeah.
It was nice talking to you, Samir, and thank you for everything.
You deserve the success. You have done hard work. You have spent many sleepless nights. I know how hard this PMP preparation and how people manage their time. We have family, professional job, and still we manage 2 hours, 3 hours, and we this is really it's a challenge. But you guys are unstoppable. You you keep doing this all and finally you achieve this success.
Yeah, for me, the driving factor was my project as well. So,
Yeah.
my present project manager also, actually he told me that, it will help you, Ankita. And that message also, kicked my mind that, Ankita, let's, go an extra mile and try at least. Yeah. So,
Good. So, just a little bit, if you focus on during exam period, like how did you manage your time and types of questions? So, little brief so that. it will be helpful.
So, yeah, I was little slow in the beginning. I took time, to speed up. So by the time I had taken my first break, I'd already completed, I think, 1.5 or 1 hour 45 minutes. So I was lagging behind. Then what I did after my break, I returned to break, I returned from break to break 2 or 3 minutes earlier than 10 minutes. And then I had calculated, okay, fine, I have left with 90 questions and I have 3 hours left. So from that time onwards, I counted, that within next hours, I have to finish my 60 questions and kind of that. That way, I could manage. Otherwise, if I would have continued with my same speed, I would have lagged behind and I would not have completed. And yes, for me, maybe the first portion was, quite lengthy, long questions were also there. The later part.
Did you get time to review the questions?
No, I did not. Because for my first attempt, I knew that, I could just manage on time 1 or 2 minutes before. So I don't wanted to, keep that pressure on that there is something to review. Whatever I was sure I was clicking, even if I was not sure, I was finishing it.
Okay.
I did not did that. And I was mentally not that good in, calculations. I was mentally prepared. If, some very complex calculation will come, I will just
keep it.
Yeah, fortunately for me, there was 2 questions which needed calculation and I could do it manually. So I didn't need to use calculator. But
what was those calculation questions? What was this?
It was whether we are on time, what is the schedule? And are we, if is the project on budget, behind budget?
Related to earned value, you are saying.
Yeah, earned value. Both the questions were related to earned value. Yeah. So they were quite, straightforward. So I didn't need to use calculator. With manual writing. I could get through in a minute or so. But yes, for one-liner, I had made my mind that if the questions are very short, I will not take entire minute. I'll try to complete in 30 seconds so that I can cover up for the longer ones. That is how I changed my mindset, and it helped. Definitely, second and third part were not that lengthy. In fact, the match the columns kind of questions were also pretty straightforward. It was quite practical, based approach based. So they were not theoretical based. Hardly there were a few questions which were directly related to theory. It was all concept based.
So what type of questions you got? Agile was more or predictive was more?
Agile. Most, maybe you can say 60-65% was agile. And for waterfall, there were few clear demarcations that, it is related to waterfall. Or there were few terminologies which we have to focus that to make sure that it is not agile and it is, waterfall, because they try to give you complex, multiple choice options wherein they try to confuse you with both the options, which is for waterfall.
In the option itself, it was a combination of waterfall and agile.
Correct. Yeah. So you have, so when you read the question, you be clear about that words which are focused on agile and waterfall, so that you know that you have to select which answer.
And types of questions, can you tell what type of questions we got? Like we have 5 types of question in the new exam. So number of questions we got based on the multi choices or hotspots, drag and drop.
So there were 3 drag and drop questions with 3 or 4 match the columns kind of, and multiple choice questions were also there, wherein we had to select 2 options, 3 options. For 2 options, I think I had 3 or 4 questions. For 3 options, only 1 question.
Okay.
Remaining all were.
Any fill in the blank type questions? No.
Fortunately, I did not have.
Okay. Yeah. Because in this new format, they have incorporated total 5 types of questions. So, what about hotspot questions? Did you get any hotspot question like graphical question on particular graph you are going to click to get the answer?
Yes, there were 2 graphical questions, and 1 graphical question I was, they had drawn some graph wherein they had given one situation that if your project is this, which phase you are in. So you had to highlight one of the portion of the graph, and they are given 4 options, and you have to select in that.
The graph was showing the phase, like initiating, planning, type of, or the project.
Yeah, they were. there were two questions. One was, say for example, two verticals were given. One was time and one was other maybe parameter. And they said that you have already spent this much of amount, and you are yet to complete this much of portion of the work. So are you under budget, and which part of the work you are in? So that was one. And the other part was, there was one graph provided, and it was moving up, and then they had given some hotspot, and you had to highlight that it is related to what stage of project it is. So those two different questions were there for
Was it difficult?
graphic.
Was it difficult?
No, no, I could correlate it very straight.
Oh,
Yes. I don't remember exactly.
People are fear from hotspot questions. So
Fortunately, I didn't thought about. I was just scared about filling the blanks because I do not recollect those terminologies very well. I struggle with that to remember exact name of any process or
any question did you get which was really unfamiliar for you? Because PM Book 7 has been already released in the market, and there are rumors in the people that unless until you read the PM Book 7, you will not pass the exam. So this is, I have already clarified many times that PMP is not based on any single book. Yeah, of course, you should refer PM Book 6, PM Book 7, Agile, and there are other total 10 book is listed on the PMA website to refer PMP preparation. But
I would suggest if you read Rita latest version and one Agile book, Agile ACP, it's more than enough to give you overall gist, because I had referred only two things. Due to my time restriction, I could not do. And for this second attempt, I did not have time to go through my Rita. So I had referred my old notes, and the book which I referred was Agile ACP mainly. I focused. So I used to hear those, chapters while walking early morning, and questions I used to solve in the evening. That is how I had prepared. But I think if you are clear with the concept and if you prepared for these two things properly, it's more than enough.
Thank you so much for giving all these insights, Ankita. And this is really going to help for the future aspirants. Any last tips for the people from your side?
Don't get scared because maybe I have seen many people. In fact, due to this PMP, I was connected with so many people based out of US. There are some from different countries, and there are so many people who are fearing, and there are many more yet they have not dared to attempt. So come out of your fear. What is the maximum thing you will not be able to clear? That's it. But at least you will get one satisfaction that you attempted for the exam. So don't hesitate to attempt. If you have booked your exam, just go ahead and attempt. And maybe,
So this is one of the mantra from Ankita, that don't fear from your PMP exam. Go ahead, take a chance. Definitely success and failure is all there. So nothing will happen. Either you will fail or pass. If you fail, if you have willpower like Ankita, strong willpower, like unless there is a one dialogue in one of the movie, jab tak todega nahi tab tak chhodega nahi. So it was similar willpower Ankita had, that I'm going to attempt the exam, and no matter even if I will fail, I will try another time. So guys, this is one of the mantra, that you should not fear from your PMP exam.
Actually, that mindset, relieved my stress, because I was not scared of failing. I was not scared because I was mentally prepared to fail. Okay, I was mentally prepared for the worst outcome. So it's okay. I attempted exam very casually because I remember last time, because of pressure, the questions were not that difficult, but I didn't, I was not mentally, prepared to read through the paper peacefully. So maybe that, I was already prepared for the worst. So that favored me. I think so.
All right. So Ankita, I know you are pursuing MBA as well. When are you finishing MBA?
So I have already completed my core topics, and I'm going ahead with my specialization in operations. And in that also, I have selected one of the subject as project management. And I'm going to learn one tool also during that session. And as a part of my operations, and most of the electives I'll be finishing by March. And overall certificate I'll be receiving in the month of June 2020, because there are
Um,
few topics which are planned for overall cohort, which is planned for June July.
yeah. So, do you find any difference in MBA and PMP?
They both are different actually altogether. So see, PMP, I have shared this earlier also. Whenever, like in my earlier attempt when I had failed, I had shared that despite I have failed, I am already
I
being
remember.
benefited.
Yes.
Yeah, because I could implement very successfully, my project. In fact, my project manager said that you have done a better job than the existing project manager. So, like, certification is necessary, but it is not the only thing, the knowledge which you are getting overall from PMI, like Rita book, is different thing. And when you talk about MBA, it completely changes your mind. So you think from overall business perspective, long term goals, or what is the overall objective from organization perspective. When you talk about PMI, you are stick to your project, just stick to your outcome, that okay, what is happening with my project, how, whether it is on track, not track, not on track, what is the hindrance, if it is delayed, what is the repercussion. Our vision is limited, but here your horizon is widened. You are not restricted to your project, you are restricted to overall growth of business. Your It grooms you overall, like your personality is also developed. So I do not sense much difference, but the team with whom I work, so they have seen a lot of differences the way I manage my work in past 8 months. So there are few definitely differences, and it also depends from where you do it. So there are many online during corona everything is online definitely, but there are few institutions, they provide you few online tools wherein you don't feel the difference whether you are in live classroom or you are doing online. So they have different tools, and on top of that, the cohort also which I'm doing from SPJ Global Institute. So we are a cohort of 50 students. They are varying, their experiences vary from 20 years to 10 years. So it's a huge variety, and within the number of years also they are from different domains. They are from IT, from oil gas industry. They are from few are from pharma as well, and IT, marketing, many things. So you do not think just from your domain perspective. So as of now, since I'm from pharma, I've just heard about pharma. So now since past 1 year, I'm listening to how marketing guy thinks, how designer thinks, how a operation guy thinks, how a finance guy thinks. So even though you won't be expert, I'm scared of numbers, and I don't know finance, and I would never like to do major or would like to lead a team in finance. But now if somebody talks to me about any annual statement, at least I know the terms what he's talking about, and those terminologies have started making sense to me. So
So,
it adds
if
value.
someone wants less exposure in all other domain like
Yeah.
operation, business, marketing, HR,
Yeah.
so they should
Right.
go for the MBA. But someone
Yeah.
wants
I
a specific knowledge, a skill, how to manage one particular project, they can go for the PMP itself only. That is
Correct.
quite enough.
Yeah.
It is giving you a framework that how you can plan, how can you
Yeah. If you want to plan for a
execute and
leadership role,
close. Yeah.
yeah. If you plan for a leadership role, wherein you need to be like aware about all the topics, that there this MBA thing helps. But if you are sure that you want to go for a project management or you want to go for a program management, then you stick to this line, because this is also these are two different extremes. I don't know how going forward I'm going to merge these two different things in my career. So let's see, I'm going to
That's
have
what
my
you have already explained, Ankita. And now you have already explained, and I got it. Understand that because I have seen this on thumbnails that what you should do PMP versus MBA, and that is why I asked this question because you have done PMP and pursuing MBA, so you are the better person to give the answer of this question. So, of course, what I got to understand that if someone wants depth understanding in all domains, not only managing one project, but in perspective of how to manage financially, how to show the leadership, how to make the vision, how to do even the marketing work for the project financing and other stuff. So overall operation even including. So overall you will be having understanding right from beginning until a project is closing. No matter
Right.
this project in you are doing in which industry. So MBA
Right.
of course it is 2 years long, right?
So it depends, on the institute and from where you are doing. So there are few courses who are which are only for 9 months, 12 months, or some
In
of them are
general, but in general, MBA is 2 years course, right?
very yeah. So I'm doing executive MBA. I'm not doing normal MBA because I have experience. So and I don't wanted to leave my job. So normal MBA is for 2 years, which you do. You leave your job and you go to
Mhm.
campus and
Yeah.
you do full time. So I'm doing part time, and I it's for 18 months, which I'm doing. But there are many courses which last for 12 months to 24 months. So it depends on the institute and the from where you are doing.
All right. So it is another good things that whoever will watch this video, they can also learn and they can now determine what they should do, MBA, why they should do, and why they should do PMP. So thank you so much for giving your insight on this as well, Ankita. It is really nice talking with you, and of course, this video will inspire many more people and give
Yeah.
motivation. So thank you so much for connecting with us and giving your precious time. I know how busy you are, but still you have managed sometimes to interact with me. Thank you so much for that.
My pleasure, Samir. Thank you. Thank you very much. And have a nice day. Bye.